Manchester United very close to another major appointment and another ex-Manchester City member of staff as they're looking to be building a good relationship with Man City and maybe taking a few of their key figures. But as well as taking key figures, Manchester United could be losing key figures. And could this be a suggestion around the security of Erik ten Hag's job? Who could be leading United in terms of the staff, the personnel, the coaching staff? Some people that Ten Hag has brought in. One Manchester United star has made it clear he does not want to return to the club, and I think it's pretty much obvious he is going to leave. We've got other transfer news, update on Malacia, and then we just got stories that I want to laugh at that are just so awful that have come out today. But let's dive into our first story. Jason Woolcox, we spoke about him a little bit on the channel. Omar Barada's in. Dan Ashworth will come. Gardening leaves being difficult. Newcastle want high fee. Beep. Jason Woolcox, formerly at Manchester City as the academy director, recently gone to Southampton as sporting director, done a good job at Southampton as sporting director, now set to become Manchester United's new technical director and work with Omar Barada and, of course, Dan Ashworth, highly rated by Omar Barada and did a lot of good work around the academy in Manchester United. We've got some of the most amazing academy players out there, but also has decent enough sort of talent ID in terms of recruitment and stuff to be Southampton sporting director and do a good job. Now, if you look at Jason Woolcox in terms of his development, he scouted a lot of players for the Man City academy that Man City signed at really young ages, and he also sort of helped develop players like Foden, Sancho, Palmer, Lavia, Brahim Diaz, Rico Lewis, McAtee, and more while at Manchester City. Very crucial to academy recruitment, academy development. Very, very good and will be very beneficial at United, especially in a team around Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, and potentially Dougie Freedman as the recruitment specialist coming in. Recruitment specialist, technical director, sporting director, CEO, working with Brailsford and Blanc and Ratcliffe will all actually be communicating from the staff at the top. All of a sudden, Man United are building this brilliant structure that we've needed, and I really want to see what Ten Hag could do with a good structure and good recruitment around him, because I think the problem at United isn't managers anymore, it's how bad the club runs. So it'd be nice to see if Ten Hag's given another year, but this could indicate that maybe Ten Hag's time could be up at Manchester United. Ornstein did say that Ten Hag is safe and there's no indications that he's leaving, but Ornstein said that about Ollie, and a month later he was sacked. As of now, Ineos aren't making any progress, but that doesn't mean they might start looking for replacements for Ten Hag in a month. He's just saying that nothing's going on now. They were said there is no guarantee that Mitchell van der Gaag and Steve McLaren will stay at United for the duration of their 3-year deals amid uncertainty surrounding Ten Hag. And that some of Ten Hag's coaches, including Benny McCarthy, will be out of contract in June and are seeking assurances over the future. This is interesting because if Ten Hag goes, surely Benny McCarthy, Steve McLaren and Mitchell van der Gaag go. Now, I think it would be unfair to get rid of Benny McCarthy. I think he did a really good job on Rashford last season. I think he's done a really good job with Rasmus Højlund this season. I'd like to see Benny McCarthy stay, and I think from what I see, he's done a good job. But obviously, I'm not there in knowing the ins and outs of his job and what a good job he has done. Maybe he hasn't done a great job, but I would have personally kept Benny McCarthy. But the fact that they're not renewing Benny McCarthy or looking at renewing or giving any certainty to Erik ten Hag's staff could be an indication that maybe they have plans to move Erik ten Hag on because they're willing to let the staff go and leave Benny McCarthy right to the end. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm deeping it. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Benny McCarthy might be here next year, but they're delaying it because maybe they haven't made a decision. But staff uncertainty is a little bit of a sign of, there's really uncertainty around Ten Hag. And we know that a lot of reports have said it's likely Ten Hag will go, and there's a lot of uncertainty around Ten Hag's job. Ornstein saying that nothing's being done. We're not speaking to any managers as of now, but that doesn't necessarily mean Ten Hag is safe, and this could be an indication of that. Now, as well as staff going, players will be leaving United. Before I get into that, I do want to get into the story by the Mail, and they said that Manchester United's appointment of Omar Barada as CEO appears set to improve in a relationship with Man City that is sort of intense. Not that I really want to be doing deals with Manchester City. I mean, they can buy our deadwood and they can give us their good players for cheap. That would be brilliant. But Manchester United looking to build relationships with all the big clubs in Europe, and that's what Ratcliffe has sent Murta on a mission to do, which is, of course, very important. Now, one player that maybe Murta's been going around saying we want to sell him because it seems that Ratcliffe's made a decision he's not coming back, is Greenwood. But apparently Greenwood has told Manchester United he does not want to come back. And this was also another report coming out from Matteo Moretto of Court Offside saying that Mason Greenwood does not want to return to Man United. He wants to leave the club and will be happy to stay in Spain. Atletico Madrid 100% interested in him, and United have not 100% decided what they're going to do with Greenwood. I'm kind of bored of talking about Greenwood, but it feels like Man United haven't made an official decision on Greenwood, but it looks like Man United are probably going to sell Greenwood. It's looking like 80% Greenwood leaves, 20% Greenwood stays, because United will think pure FFP profit. If we bring him back, it could cause a problem with some fans. Does the player want to come back? Some sources say he wants to come back and play in England because he's a Man United fan. Other sources say he doesn't. He's worried about coming back to England and the backlash. I think United will say probably easier for him to stay in Spain. We can get money for him. We need the money to invest elsewhere. Yes, our right wing options are crap. Yes, our centre forward options are crap. And yes, Greenwood could improve the team. But why don't we just spend the money we got for Greenwood elsewhere? Because Ineos probably won't want to deal with maybe fan fallout if Greenwood returns so early on. And I think Greenwood himself is looking like he's pretty more comfortable in Spain. And I think Barcelona rumours of Greenwood seem to be sort of fake, but there seems to be a lot of truth in the Atletico Madrid rumours in Greenwood. Continuing on, it was said this. It was said in terms of the injury situation that Altay Bayindir will miss the Emirates FA Cup quarter-final against Liverpool and Turkey's upcoming international games due to injury. You've got to feel sorry for Bayindir. He's played 1, maybe 2 games this season. He's managed to get injured. It's like we are infected with injuries this season. It's absolutely crazy. And talking of the guy that started it, Tyrell Malacia, apparently he was present at the dinner. Now, no one has seen any footage or official photos of Tyrell Malacia in 5 months. There was no picture of him at the dinner. There's been no pictures of him in training or Carrington, but apparently he has been there. He has been around the place. I had a little joke saying he's had surgery. No one knows what the surgery was. The surgery went wrong. He's disappeared for 6 months. I think he's with Kate Middleton. Made a joke about it, but some people did not like that joke, so we do apologise. But he is becoming Manchester United's Kate Middleton situation. It feels weird. Look, he probably is injured, and we're probably all deep in it, but the fact that he's disappeared, he's been so quiet on social media, it feels like he's in hiding. It's so weird, the Tyrell Malacia situation. So weird. Continuing on, it was said that Ten Hag expects Rasmus Højlund, Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka to be fit for Manchester United's Emirates FA Cup final clash against Liverpool. Tomorrow, I will be doing a Manchester United versus Liverpool preview. Liverpool scored 4 goals in 14 minutes with their B team, but it was against Sparta. Liverpool keep scoring. They absolutely destroyed Man City despite the 1-1 draw. I am very scared for the Liverpool game, but I think we went to Anfield, we parked the bus. It's either going to be boring football and park the bus or bad football and we get battered. So I think we're going to go for boring football and park the bus, and with Højlund back, maybe we can do something as well versus Liverpool. Now, I wanted to have a little bit of a laugh about something in a second, but let me get into this story. Then I want to get into the story I want to laugh at. Apparently, we're interested in the Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkeres. Don't know if that's how you say his name. Not super familiar with him. Don't watch lots of Bournemouth, but if the links continue, I will watch. I will do some analysis. I will do some insight. Man United want a young left-back that's sort of on the cheap because of the Malacia situation. Man United would like 2 centre-backs. Man United would like a DM. Manchester United would like a right winger. Man United would like a striker. That seems what United's approach is going to be. Keep an eye on your left-backs. We will talk about that nearer the summer. But in terms of having a laugh, I just wanted to laugh at the media at the moment. I know that Man United media is a little bit like on the rocks at the moment. The season is over, but how bad are the stories coming out? Like, they've reached a new level of bad. Honestly, look at this. Erik ten Hag heads for lunch blah 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 in Cheshire with his wife. Erik ten Hag makes a trip to the barbers. But this one came out today. This story came out today, and when I read it, I just laughed. When you see a story and you're like, someone's actually got a journalism degree, spent their time to write this. Erik ten Hag is on chore duty as Manchester United boss heads to the shops for luxury toilet tissue just days before Old Trafford FA Cup clash. I just can't get my head around it. I can't get my head around it. Honestly, why is someone writing about Ten Hag collecting toilet roll? This is why I don't like the media, and this is why I back a lot of Man United players when they get hounded by the media, because the media will write any old rubbish about United because it gets clicks. You couldn't write a story about Pep Guardiola getting toilet roll because Man City are irrelevant, but you can write a story about Ten Hag getting toilet roll. I mean, do you guys read that? Like, just a genuine question. Do you guys read that? Do you actually read that stuff, that rubbish or not? Honestly, guys, I can't get my head around the fact that that is actually a story. It completely cracked me up and made me laugh anyway. But look, please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe down below if you're new. Share the video, all of that good stuff as well. We will have more information to get into tomorrow morning. I'll probably do a live stream maybe lunchtime tomorrow because I've not got live today to interact with you guys. So yeah, big up everybody. See you next time. Bye.